Hello and welcome to another vlog. I'm going to play tennis and I thought I would just talk today. I'm running late. Just wanted to show my outfit real quick. Got my shirt on. This is from Old Navy. This is a skirt from Prince. It's Prince. I think you can see that right there. It's a Prince skirt. And yeah, I'm running late. I don't want to be late because I feel like every time if I'm late, I always get put on a team of 3 people instead of 2. And then I have to like rotate in and all this other stuff. And I end up always on the rotating team if I'm late. So even though I paid full price and all that, but then I'm rotated in like I'm a substitute extra person. But anyway, all right, gotta go. Peace.
Let go and let God, let go.
If I'm listening to this song, I'm going through something. Listen to this. When I'm not feeling good, that song, I think that's why so many people like it. Stand and we fall down, but we get up, which is literally 2 lines repeated the whole song, but it was like a hit. But anyway, so yeah, okay, I made it. And yeah, I got my hair done. I guess I'll talk about that later. I hope my head doesn't look too big. No, my head doesn't look ginormous, but okay, I gotta go. I have 2 minutes. I'll see you after the tennis class. All right. Okay, so I made it back from my tennis class, and it was kind of sad because it's the last tennis class of the session that I was in, and I couldn't get into the next session because it was all full. So, and I tried to look like 3 weeks before, and it was already full. So, yeah, I guess I could try to get on the wait list, but I've tried to get on a wait list before for another class and they never called me. I don't know. And part of me is just kind of like, I've been in the same class for like the last 6 or 9 months or whatever. And I don't want to talk about people, but I feel like I talk about people a lot on here and I kind of feel bad. Like when I was talking about in the other video, the analogy of the person in my class who I felt like was rejecting the instruction of the teacher. I do that too. Like the teacher tells me to do stuff sometimes too, and then I fight them and say, oh no, I want to do it this way. Like I do the same thing. But it took me seeing somebody else to do it for me to realize that that's probably not the thing to do, because the teacher's just trying to help you. They're the ones with expertise. You're the one that's here trying to learn. So yeah. So anyway, but yeah, I feel like I haven't, I guess, I don't know. I guess everybody's journey with tennis is different. Some people are just naturally really good, and some people, it takes a while. But I feel like I haven't progressed that much. And honestly, I feel like sometimes I'm like ignored in the class. And I wonder if it'd be better if I tried a different class. But I think I'm just not gonna go to any class anyway, because just to save money, and it's just a lot, with just seeing like a lot of stuff is like coming out of the woodworks to pay for. So I guess I'll just cut playing tennis and try to go to other classes, or maybe try to do walk-ins here and there and pop into different classes or whatever. I don't know. And sometimes I just get the vibe. I just feel like I'm like ignored, like all class. Like nobody really cares that I'm there. Nobody talks to me. Like I've been in this same class for like 9 months, a year. Nobody has ever asked me like, what do I do for a living or anything about me. And there's been other people that have done like one class. And in one class, I'll overhear them be like, hey, oh, so what do you do for a living? And da-da-da. Like getting to know them. And I'm like, I've been here for months. Nobody has asked me what I do for a living, but whatever. So, and I know it's on me too. Maybe I'm not the most welcoming or friendly giving off friendly energy myself, and you know, I could try more too, but I just don't like being turned down or ignored. Or if I try to make, I feel like I have tried to like talk to people, and then sometimes they just look at you like you're crazy, or like they can't understand what you're saying, or so I think I just gave up trying. But anyway, so yeah, so that was that. And yeah, and I played tennis in my new shoes. The shoes that I bought just for walking around in. Let me show you. I actually played tennis in these shoes. These are the shoes that I bought just for like walking around in, but they actually are probably some of the most comfortable shoes, and I actually am playing tennis in them because they're the most comfortable shoes that I have. The other shoes, they be tearing my feet up, like they're too tight, like, and my feet just feel cramped, and like, anyway, nobody cares. But yeah, so that's that. I guess it's kind of just my tennis talk, and yeah, me being kind of like sad that tennis is over and feeling kind of ignored in my class. But it's like, what's new? You know, what's new? So I'm just not the type of person to like try over and over and over again to try to like, you know, get people's attention. But I guess that's what it takes, you know, to be friendly and to like make friends with people. You gotta like keep trying, you know. Because there are some people in my class, they're like super funny and they just make jokes like all the time, and they're super likable, right? Because they're so funny like every class, you know. So I guess you kind of have to take on that attitude and not care so much, and just, but whatever. So that's that. This is why I don't want to be social, because I feel like it just seems sometimes like people just aren't feeling me, and like I feel like I have to overcome so many obstacles to like befriend people, you know. And I feel like, why should it take all that? And it's too much energy, and so I'm like, forget it. I'll just be by myself. I'll just blend in, not talk to nobody. And yeah, but when you're playing tennis, it's not fun, because it's like everybody else is getting instruction and do this and do that, and you're just being ignored by everybody. You're not getting any instruction. You're just making mistakes. Nobody's correcting you. And I got really frustrated today because I just felt just not great. But anyway, so sometimes this class frustrates me, but it's over now, so we'll see what happens. And yeah, I think that's it of me rambling. All right, peace. Bye. And another thing that I thought of, it also just like in this class, it feels like high school, you know. It's like some of the people, they get all the attention and they're like joking off on the side, and it's like you're just like, nobody talks to you at all, like you get nothing. And it's like, I'm being paid, I don't know, I'm paying to be ignored while you have fun and kick it with your friends and have little side conversations with your friends. It's like, it feels like high school. Like, it's just, I don't know. The sun is weird here, but yeah. But forgive me for all that complaining or whatever. I think I'm just mad that I won't be able to play tennis anymore for like the next couple months, or I won't be in a class, and I'm just not happy about that. All right, I'm back. I thought that I would put something useful in this video other than me complaining about tennis being over and being ignored in my tennis class, and not making connections with anybody in my tennis class. But because I asked in my last video if there were any things that you wanted me to talk about, and I actually got a lot of feedback, and thank you to everyone who left a comment. I really appreciate it. I didn't get, oh my gosh, there's so many comments. That's how like all the usual the influencers, and then they show you and they're like, oh my gosh, look at all these comments I got. I'm like, no, I didn't get like pages and pages. But I got like 4 or 5 or 3 or 4, and that's a lot to me. So thank you to everybody who left a lot of comments. One person left a couple questions, a couple really good questions. All the questions were really good, but there was one question that I think I could try to answer, and it was, what would I tell my intern self in my psychiatry intern, my first year of my psychiatry residency, basically. Because psychiatry, we don't have to do an intern year per se, like other specialties where you have to do a internal medicine year. We don't have to do that. We just go straight into psychiatry. So our first year, I guess, is though we are considered interns. And what would I tell my intern self? I tried to write down a few notes, and this isn't super formal because I don't have not a lot comes to mind, honestly, because I think I did what I would do now. And what I did was I took it one day at a time. I knew it was temporary. I knew it was just a means to an end. And that was kind of the mindset that I had getting through it, and realizing that, I mean, everybody, you know, it's going to be tough. They're going to be tough days. And I feel like I kind of knew that already, like going into it. So, and that's exactly what happened. There were some tough days. But taking it one day at a time, it definitely helped me to keep going. And it felt like a victory every day. I would be so happy when I got through the day and I didn't make some catastrophic mistake, and nothing really horrible happened, and because that was my fear. But and I learned something, and I grew. One thing I wrote down was to try to make more connections with the people around me, my coworkers. But even like just relating back to my experience today, and I just feel like my experience with people has been really hard. Just to try to make connections with people, and I feel like it's very similar to the response that I'm getting from my tennis class. Was kind of similar to the response that I've gotten in residency and medical school and all these steps in my life. That's why it's like I want to just give up and like not try to be friends with people anymore, because it just seems like a lot of people in my experience have not been like open to being friends with me. So whatever. So that was one thing I wrote down, was like to try to be more open and try to be more friendly and try to like make more connections with the people, because I really wasn't close with many of the people in my residency. And I think that definitely would have made it a lot easier if I would have had somebody to talk to when I had a tough day, or just to like vent about stuff, and like I do on these videos. That's why I do it on these videos, because I don't have, you know. And everybody's like, go to therapy. I do. I do. But sometimes you just want to talk some more, you know? So yeah, that was one thing. Maybe try to make more friends, but I don't know if I would have been able to, honestly, with the situation that I was in. I really think I did the best that I could. And again, just having that mindset of just one day at a time, and 1 week at a time, 1 call at a time. Do the best that I did the best that I could, because I'm new to all this. I think it is kind of crazy that in residency they just throw you in there, and it's like, all right, you do the best you can, and it's like, dang, I don't know what is this? But I mean, you have people with you. You know, you have the attendings that are there that you can ask questions. And yeah, my residency was really good, where we were supervised pretty closely, so that really helped a lot and helped me to feel pretty calm. So while I was thrown in there, there's always somebody above you that's making sure that what you're doing makes sense and that you can learn from and grow from. So you're never by yourself. So even though it feels like that, you really aren't ever by yourself. You're just the one doing all the work. And yeah, but you can like confer and discuss with other people, which is really great. I think I did it I wouldn't change anything that I did in terms of like telling myself. What would I tell myself that I could say on the internet? You know, I don't want to say anything else too personal. And again, this is what I would tell myself. Let me just again preface that by saying that this is what I would tell myself. This may not apply to everyone who may be watching this video, but this is what I would tell myself, me. And yeah, like because I think I did the best that I could. I mean, of course, it's like, okay, maybe try to do more things outside of work, but it was busy. And I don't blame myself for maybe, you know, working and not doing much else outside of that, because it was a lot and it was a lot to adjust to. And I think I did the best that I could. So I wouldn't really tell myself anything else. Other than take it one day at a time. Soak up as much information as you can from the people around you. Ask questions. Realize that you're new to this and you're there to learn. Even though it feels like you're there to work, you're also there to learn and grow and get as much as you can out of the experience. So ask questions. Yeah, if you don't know what to do, and try to take as much as you can from the experience and look at it like that, like it's a learning experience, and that helps you to kind of get through it, I think. And that did make it somewhat enjoyable and interesting to me, was that I really loved working with all the different attendings, and like they're so smart, and I love talking with them and being around them. That was like the best part to me of residency and made it a lot easier. Like I feel like that helped me to get through. Like I feel like I got along better with the attendings than I did like some of the people like my own, but probably because, you know, it was their job to, you know, talk with me and teach me and stuff. Like it's their job that they're being paid to do. So I feel like it'd be a lot different if I tried to go over there now. They probably would not give me that much attention because they're not being paid to talk to me anymore. But yeah, that's pretty much it, I guess, what I would say. You know, that's why I don't want to make this a whole video, because I don't know, I don't have a whole lot that I would say, you know, that I would do different. Yeah, but if you have any other questions, definitely let me know, or anything that you want me to expound upon. My apology if it wasn't that in-depth or detailed, but I think it's kind of like you'll figure it out, you know, like you'll realize what to do, you know, as you take it one day at a time. And there should be people there to help and guide you. You know, you'll get better. You'll start to understand and learn stuff more. And, you know, things will become faster and quicker. It won't, for me, it didn't happen like super fast. It wasn't like after 2 months, I felt like I was running the hospital. No, it took some time for me to like really start to understand and get a flow and a stride. But then there's still always cases where you're like, what? Like I've never seen this before. What's going on? But again, that's when you lean on your attendings for help with what to do. So, and it's an opportunity to grow and to learn. And some of those difficult experiences where you don't know what to do, that's where you grow. And so then the next time when that happens again, you're like, oh, okay, got it. I know exactly what to do. Yeah. And so I think that's why they throw you in there like that, because you learn from experience. You do learn quite a bit from experience. So maybe I'm being a little rough but it makes sense, I guess. So, but yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I wanted to talk about with this video and this vlog. Sorry, I think I'm just a little cranky. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. I think that's it. I think I'll end it here. And yeah, and then I may yeah, refer back to some of the other questions that you all left. And thank you again for the comments on suggestions for videos. And I may go back and reference some of those things. But yeah, if you have any other comments or questions, please leave them in the comment section. I love looking at the comments or reading the comments when they're nice. The nasty ones get deleted. I just don't see the point of having them there. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.